So I'm just making this real brief video because I wanted to say something. I've been noticing a lot now, especially like on YouTube. Um, Everybody wants to use this buzzword, and I get why people are using it, especially some of the YouTubers, because you know it gets views. That's not why I'm making this. I just want to express my opinion because that's originally what YouTube started off for. But the whole chosen ones thing is actually bullshit because most people who use that term like it's a badge of honor are really using it because they're probably in a place in their journey of this thing we call life where they are feeling lots of pain, isolation, loneliness, anger, you name it. And I know. And sometimes when you start noticing other things that other people don't or they maybe refuse to, it can be painful. Pain is a part of this life. It's non-negotiable. But like a lot of the yogis and stuff and the new agey people say, suffering is optional though. And that's true. That's true. But what really happens is all these people, yeah, I'm a chosen one and shit. They basically just fell for the banana in the tailpipe. It's kind of like their ego's form of kind of trying to counteract all the shit I just mentioned. The loneliness, the isolation, the anger. When your family seems to be turning on you or is turning on you, best friends, your mate. When up is down and down is up now, what the fuck? So, I understand that. But this is why I say it's bullshit, because you happen to be in this place and time awakening to certain shit. Right? Imagine this. Imagine you walk up to a rose bush, and some of the roses are blossoming, right? And others are still in their pod, doing what they need to do so that at their appointed time, which isn't on your time, and which isn't going to be to your understanding, just like your journey and path ain't going to be to theirs, but at some appointed time, somewhere, somehow, some way, they are going to awake when they're supposed to. So if you walk up to the rose bush, are the roses that are blooming right now better than the roses that are still in the pod just because they're blooming right now? Please make it make sense. And then you got people on here that just kind of cater to people's ego. Because if you really are about this shit, then this chosen one shit, it's starting to be like a little group type shit. Are you a card carrying member? Are you a chosen one? To me, it's just funny. At some point in time, you're going to look back, maybe in a few weeks, months, maybe years. And you're going to notice that, yeah, I was tripping. You know what I'm saying? We're all going to get where we need to be eventually. I know what it's like. I would say the person that I know unconditional love from, the only person on this planet that I know unconditional love from, at one point turned their back on me because of all this spiritual shit. Now, our relationship is the best it's ever been. The respect goes both ways through the roof. Yes, I'm talking about my mom. You know, of course, I know that she still loved me even back then, but to go through that amongst a bunch of other shit, was it does make you question your sanity. It makes you wonder if you're doing the right fucking thing. And I get all that. I get all that. But just because you are conscious of or are awakening to certain shit right now does not make you any worse or any better than anybody else. And I'm telling you this because you're going to find that eventually, as you work and focus on you and not what everybody else should be doing or should be believing, or just because you into some shit doesn't mean everybody else should. And another thing that the ego likes to do, a weapon of the ego that the ego likes to use, is judgment. And I used to use that one all the time. I'm not saying that I don't now. I just do it a whole lot less. When I catch myself, I catch myself. But I used to be like, these stupid motherfuckers over here worshiping this fake ass Jesus and shit. Don't they know that blah, 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 and all this other shit? You know what I'm talking about? But when I started dealing with myself and dealing with the shit that would be coming up in real time, whatever that was in that moment, and this has been kind of a long road, and I know this ain't shit. This road goes lifetimes. But as I started doing that, all that shit left. That feeling the need to have to debate religious people, or here's 34 ways I could prove that what you talking about is bullshit, and all that is out the window. And you know it because you don't have that emotional charge to want to, bite somebody's head. You don't feel that contempt when you look at these fucking church folk. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. And I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow. You know what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is focus on you. Focus on you. Choose your motherfucking self.